Hey guys, my name is Dr. Shell, also known as Dr. Test Prep, and I am here to help you get through AR on the AFQT. So I am a teacher by nature, so we are starting not doing ASVAB questions to build your skills so that you're ready to do the AFQT type level questions. And truly, if you are scoring low, this is the type of learning that you need. So if you do not have the free 200-page book, make sure you go into the description and download it. If you think that you need more practice problems, at the end of this video, you'll find out how for $49 you can buy the full course that has an additional 700 AFQT problems. All right, let's get started. So I am calling this 2.8 work problems. And so we're going to be looking at three main ideas: determining how much work can be completed over time using rate, determining if we have two people working on the same task, what's the combined rate, and also determining how much work is actually completed. All right, so we are going to be solving work problems here. I confess I had to relearn how to do these because these are not everyday problems. So we're going to start off super easy, and then the next couple questions after this will be more AFQT-like. So we're going to identify the work and time given. We're going to find almost like the unit rate, like how long it takes them to do like one job and figuring out that rate, and then multiplying it by the time needed and making sure that we state the answers correctly, which again is not really a big deal because you're taking a multiple choice test. But let's take a look. So here we have a machine can produce 120 bolts in, I don't know why I spelled that wrong, 6 hours. I think I was thinking of the word hours. So how many bolts will the machine do at the same rate? Now, in theory, we could set it up like a proportion like this. But because I'm teaching the skill for the questions to get harder, we're going to simplify to find out what the rate is per hour and then multiply by the number of hours just so we get that skill. So if we simplify this, we know that 6 can go into 120 20 times. 2 times 6 is 12, like this. So that means that in 1 hour, we can do 20 bolts. So now we need to know, okay, well, now we've got 9 hours. So we're going to do 20 times 9 tells us that we can do 180 bolts. All right, next we've got our printer, and it can do 240 pages in 8 minutes. So again, the practice here is getting it to the unit and then multiplying up. So here, 240 divided by 8 is 30, just to show you the long way. So we know that we can do 30 pages in 1 minute. Since 15 minutes are going by, all we have to do is take 15 and multiply it by 30. And we get 450. So we can do 450 pages in 15 minutes. Now, those are the easy ones. Now we're going to get to harder ones. So now we've got multiple workers going on at the same time, and what can they do together? So this is kind of hard. What we're going to do this time is we're going to put time on the top. So we're going to take the rate as one job. No, I'm sorry. We're going to put the number of jobs on the top. So determine how long it takes each person to do one full job. Determine what their rate is. And then, which is one job takes how many hours. That's step 2. Then we're going to add the rates up. Then we're going to take one job divided by their common rate, which goes back to that keep, change, flip from the fractions. So it looks complicated, but we got this. So first, we know that worker A can complete one job in 4 hours. So that basically means that every hour he can do 1/4 of the job. Worker B can do one job in 6 hours. So that means that every hour he's doing 1/6 of the work to get it done. So if these two are working together, we're going to add these two numbers up because that's going to tell us how much of the job they can get done in every hour. So we're going to do 1/4 plus 1/6. Now, this goes back to the adding fractions. We need to have the same denominators. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3. 6 times 2 is 12. 1 times 2 is 2. So we know that every hour they get 5/12 of the job done. But now we got to go back. Okay, if they can get 5/12 of the job done every hour, then what would it be like divided? So we're going to take 1 hour, one job, and divide it by 5/12. Well, remember, keep, change, flip. We're going to keep the 1. Let me change colors. We're going to keep the 1, change the division to multiplication, and then flip the fraction. So we get 12/5 because any number times 1 is itself. So what is that in terms of hours? Well, when we simplify it, we get 2 2/5 of an hour, or ideally we would do it as a decimal, 2.4 hours. So I'm going to restate this one more time. So first we looked at person A. Person A can do one job in 4 hours. So every hour they're doing 1/4 of the job. Person B can do one job in 6 hours. So every hour he's doing 1/6 of the work. So what we're doing is we're adding how much of a job can they do in 1 hour. 1/4 plus 1/6 told us that they can get 5/12 of the job done every hour. So because we need to do one whole job, we're taking that one whole job, dividing it by the 5/12, and that tells us that basically we're taking the reciprocal of the fraction. Every 2 2/5 of an hour, or 2.4 hours, they're completing one job together. All right, let's look at number 4. We've got person A can fill a tank in 5 hours. So 1 tank in 5 hours. Person B can fill the same tank in 10 hours. If they both work together, how much of the job can they do? Well, we're still going to add 1/5 because in 1 hour, person A does 1/5 of the work. In 1 hour, person B does 1/10 of the work. So we're going to add these up. Both of these denominators will be 10. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 2 is 2. So that means that every hour they can fill up 3/10 of a tank, which is more than what person A can do on their own. So then we're taking our one job, we're dividing it by 3/10, which is the same thing as keeping it, changing it, and flipping it. So we're left with 3 1/3 hours, or 1/3 of an hour is 20 minutes. So every 3 hours and 20 minutes, they can fill the tank. Worker A can paint a house in 8 hours. So every hour, worker A is doing 1/8 of a house. Worker B can paint the same house in 12 hours. So every 1 hour, worker B is painting 1/12 of the house. So if they work together, how long does it paint the whole house? So we've got 1/8 and 1/12. In another video, we talked about how 8 times 2 is 16 and 12 can't go in, but 8 times 3 is 24 and 12 can go into 24. So that's our least common denominator. 8 times 3 is 24. 1 times 3 is 3. 12 times 2 is 24. 1 times 2 is 2. So 5/24. And you probably have discovered the pattern that now we just flip the fraction, right? So keep, change, flip. We've got 24 over 5. So if we work that out, 5 can go into 24 4 times. With 4 remaining, 5 can go into 40 8 times. So it takes them 4.8 hours to paint the house. Pump A can empty the pool in 6 hours. So for pump A, every hour, it's getting rid of 1/6 of the water. Pump B can get rid of 1/3 of the water. So all together, we can combine these. Their denominators would both be 6. This can stay the same. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, so how long will it take at this rate? When we reduce this, we get 1/2. But remember, 1/2 isn't our answer. We have to keep, change, flip. We're really doing 1 divided by 1/2. So keep, change, flip. So we get 2 hours if both pumps are running. All right, let's take a look at question number 7. So now we're doing some kind of comparisons. Well, we're still combining, but we want to see how much they can get done in just the 1 hour. So really, I probably should have put these before the last one, but that's all right. So worker, because these are actually easier than the 4 we just did. Worker A can complete a job, one job in 6 hours. And remember, we talked about in the last slide that means that every hour that passed, worker A is doing 1/6 of the work that worker A can do. Worker B does the same job in 1/3 of the hour. So in 3 hours. So every hour, 1/3 of the job is getting done. So if they work together, all we're doing is adding up how much time passes. So both of these will have 6 as the denominator. 6 times 1 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. Multiply going across, and half. So what fraction can they get done? They can get 1/2 of the job done if they both work at their same rate in 1 hour. Machine A can produce 120 parts in every 6 hours. Okay, so that means that every hour they're making 20 parts per 1 hour. Machine B can do 90 parts in 6 hours, also in 6 hours. So this reduces to they can do 15 parts per hour. So in every 1 hour, they're doing 35 parts per hour. Okay, so what we did is we figured, all right, 120 divided by 6 tells us that machine A can do 20 parts every hour. For machine B, we took 90 divided by 6 and found essentially the unit rates is 15 parts per hour. But if both machines are operating at the same time, that means that together they're making 35 parts every hour. But they're going to try to trick you. 35 will be one of the answer choices. But we want to know 3 hours. So we have to take that 35 and multiply it by 3 to get 105 parts for every 3 hours. Does your brain hurt? My brain hurts. But that's okay. The basic thing to do is start small. If we're combining and seeing what 2 people are doing, we just add it together. And then we solve from there. And we got this. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. The full course with another 700 questions and video answers is available at heydrtestprep.com for only $49 to get ready for the AFQT. Half of all proceeds support nonprofit initiatives with at least $10 of your purchase supporting troops and veterans. All right, bye guys. We got this.